Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we were among a group of prisoners exiled from Mana Hill, forced to survive in the wilderness outside the kingdom's magical barrier. We are now the sole survivor, and we have been found by an unknown rescuer. Achievement unlocked. Exiled. Also, Chapter 1, A New Life. I like how when they built this tent, they didn't want to deal with cutting down this bush, so they just opened up the floor around it and built around the bush. Also, world map. I wonder where we are on this map. Actually, better question. Where are we? Where? Finally, you're awake. Good morning. Yeah, I don't feel like being a silent character. Where am I? You are in a settlement of exiled survivors. This place never got named, but it is home for many. Most of us just call it the settlement. Hey, I've heard of that place. Surprised? I sure was when I found myself here. My name is... I'm still not sure how to pronounce that name. Joachim... I am the settlement's main trader and right hand of my good friend and leader, the Oracle. Ah, yes, time for introductions. I am the settlement's leader, and, well, in case it's not obvious, I am an Oracle. Thanks to him, we can keep a mana barrier up to shield us, just like Mana Hills. Joachim, let our guest talk too. Let's not overwhelm her. You know, I kinda like you for that. I have a lot of trouble getting a word in real life when I am in groups. So, yes, by all means, let me get a word in, please. Let's see. How did I get here? My son, Einar, found you unconscious near Vitra's den and carried you all the way here. Oh yeah, that thing. I remembered that thing the first time I played the demo. And... oh boy, that's gonna be one of those super bosses that I'm going to have the opportunity to deal with later, I'm sure. The fact that it causes 4,000 points of damage, by the way. I only have somewhere over 100. Either I'm going to find some really good equipment later to block most of that damage, or my health is going to go so far up. Maybe a little bit of both. It makes me wonder what level I'm going to reach. And by extension, how long is this game? Out of curiosity, do you react to me asking the same question twice? Nope. Well, I'm Lambda. Keeping it brief, huh? Anyways, welcome, Lambda. You'll warm up to us, you'll see. Lambda, it is good to finally meet you. Finally? Ah, yes. I remember that skeleton laugh. Pay no mind to that. Sometimes I can ramble. Side effects of my old age. Well, I suppose he's an oracle, so maybe he had a vision that it would come. Truth is, maintaining this place is by no means an easy task. So Lambda, we have a favor to ask of you. But first, why don't you make yourself at home? We don't want to overwhelm you. Talk to me whenever you feel ready to head out for a little trek. I'm surprised a thing hasn't popped up in the corner letting me know that I'm in the settlement. Either just now or when the music started playing. Hey Lambda, make yourself at home. What was this place again? This is a settlement where exiles from Manahill have made it home. We just call it the settlement. We have a small barrier that shields us from the beasts, just like Manahill's, but much smaller, of course. And this would be the machine that would be doing the protecting. Alright, let's explore. Are you new around here? Yes. Then allow me to welcome you. People are usually friendly here, and we just have a few rules. First, respect your fellow settlers. Secondly, never, I repeat, never ask about their past unless they talk about it first. And finally, make yourself useful. We all depend on each other. That last one would definitely be the most difficult for me. I am not very useful. You would have to forgive me if I'm kind of a slow learner. I love fishing with my spear. Yeah, spears are very effective for hunting fish. Hint, hint. Kind of a fun song here. Not sure what this place is for. This is going to be the exit. Emerald Trail. Yep, that's our next destination once we go there. I dig my feces around here. I was hoping for a what option, but I'll settle for why. Why not? Plants don't complain. I'm glad I'm not a plant. Is this a thing I can read? Yes. Are you willing to fight and put your life on the line? Not typically. Do you want to fight for the settlement? Then you might be the Manafinder we need. Speak to the Oracle to apply. I want to be a Manafinder when I grow up just so I can leave this place more often. It can get really boring at times. I feel like in the original demo, you were older. Because I remember saying, hey, don't complain about things being boring or the village will get burned. But I can understand a kid thinking it's boring a lot more. Ooh, what's this? Oh, banana. Also, we found apples before. Fresh fruit that heals 80 HP to one ally. Banana heals 100 HP to one ally. And Joa coins. Which definitely makes me more certain that his name is Joachim, because Joa coins wouldn't be Joa choins. That said, they're not something listed here. They are down there in the lower left. That would be money. Simple as that. Is he drunk or asleep? Better leave him be. Welcome to the settlement's temple. Have you prayed to the gods today? I don't think I had the opportunity. I love reciting the tale about the creation of AV and the foundation of Manahill. I'm sure you've heard it before. I mean, who hasn't? But still, would you like to hear it? It's a long tale, I must warn you. I don't think that you were here in the demo. So yes, tell me. Legends as old as civilization itself tell the story of mankind before... Oh, this is automatic text. I need to read faster. A long time ago, our world, AV, was created by the benevolent gods and filled with the blessing of life. Back then, humans were no different from the other beasts, all driven by instinct and the fear of death. Until one of them was smarter and stronger. Nice butt. His name, Vikar. Vikar was able to harness the power of the Mana Stones. With it, he was able to withstand attacks no other mortal could hope to survive. Hey, that's that monster that killed me! But Mana Stones were scarce. Nevertheless, he never gave up. Through whispers and dreams, he heard a calling. A calling to the highest peak where he was to meet the gods themselves. Once there, unimaginable power was granted to him, and he was told of a Mana Stone so large that his power could last millennia. Vikar, with his newfound power, fought his way to the edge of the world where he harnessed the power of the giant Mana Stone. With that power, he conjured a protective barrier and sheltered his fellow men. It was then that the Kingdom of Manahill was founded and Vikar became its holy king. Hundreds of years later to this day, Manahill is at full prosperity. Vikar continues to rule. He exiles whoever dares to question his word. And so we find ourselves here. So yeah, he's a jerkface. I mean, protecting a kingdom, yes. But I feel like that would be more out of necessity than benevolence, considering he's a jerkface. Do come back if you wish to hear it again. I'm not sure why the dialogue during that cutscene had to be automatic. I wouldn't have minded being able to kind of take a break from reading it so that I could admire the art. But instead I had to quickly read it before the cutscene continued. Definitely some fun music. Hey, there's a mouse over here. Cute. Can't interact with it. Your character portrait reminds me of someone. Jet Fusion? I was right. Mumbles. I bet you were. I killed the bear with my bare fists! Ha! One day I will be able to climb these rocks. Would be easier without a dress. To the northern lake. The white trail is on the other side of the lake, which makes this lake very cold. Oh, snowy then. And that is perfect for crazy fools like me that enjoy freezing cold baths. You're indeed a crazy fool. I like my showers hot. Not like boiling hot, mind you, but definitely steaming. Well, this place is depressing. Also, wow, you know, now knowing the history of Mana Hill and that all this was recent history, it means that in the short time that King Vicar has ruled, this many people have been banished here only to die. Dorian. V478 to V554. Actually, no, I take that back. The Vicar we were dealing with is not the first Vicar, but a descendant. The V would stand for how many years it's been since Vicar established rulership, the original Vicar. I think. I can't remember if King Vicar had a number after his name or not. I don't think he did. So, either this is a descendant in a lineage of jerks, or Vicar is immortal now. Anyway, Dorian, maker of bridges and an accomplished terraformer. He shall always be remembered for helping make the foundations of the settlement. Olivia, 473 to 550. I will say that is... Oh, how many years is that? Let's see here. 50, 75, 6, 7, 77 years. Well, that's not bad, honestly. Founder and leader of the settlement until the last of her days, when she passed on her duty to her living husband, Einar the Oracle. In remembrance of Lucia, 493 to 560, living blacksmith, mother, and wife, proud matriarch of House Gobbet. She did not make it to the settlement. Oof. Tobias, 543 to 560, a Manafinder and inventor of comedic monologues. He was an incredible entertainer. The year 560 was the year the joke died. In remembrance of Sophia, 524 to 561. That's too young. A brave Manafinder, slayer of dragons, and the best singer the settlement has heard. Last seen on the Tuonela expedition. Last seen, so not necessarily dead. You know, I'm gonna write your name down since you may or may not still be alive. In remembrance of Humbert, 538 to 561, also too young. A poet and Manafinder, always hopeful for a better future. Last seen on the Tuonela expedition. A guy and a gal. I wonder if they wound up forming their own settlement. Either that or they're just straight up dead. When was this? 561. I wonder what year we are in it right now. Morrow the Ugly, 520 to 564. A Manafinder, husband, and father. His final wish was to be remembered by his nickname, which he was very proud of. To each their own. Lyria, 540 to 565. One of the very best Manafinders AV has seen. She is now a star in the night skies. Blemma, 546 to 563. A cheerful Manafinder. Even on her final days, we can still hear her contagious laughter. She was only 17. Dagon, 516 to 562, a Manafinder with style. His legacy lives through the iconic and functional Manafinder clothing. So we're going to have that person to thank for our upcoming outfit change. In remembrance of Tunga, 520 to 560. Devoted to the gods first and to her Manafinder duties second. Last seen going down the Tuonela. Alright, another name to make note of. In remembrance of Horatio, 533 to 561. Manafinder who proudly led the Tuonela expedition and last seen on said expedition. There are apparently various members who wound up going missing on that expedition. With 4 people missing on the same expedition, you really gotta feel like somebody has to have survived. Edward, 478 to 543. The first Manafinder. A hero, a legend, a leader. He still watches over us alongside the gods. Moo! Fun! I don't think you have a sound. Come up, biscuit. I still love the bark in the sound. Hello, Kiba, welcome to the stream. Kiba's wondering, why does a character look like Wonder Woman at first glance? You know, I hadn't thought of that, but you're right, she does. And hello there, Sean Wolfbank. Again, no sound from you. Or Sean Wolf Bark, I should say. Sorry. Treat animals well, and they will reward you well. Piggies! I like pigs. more money. Evergloom Rainforest. That's a place I didn't go on the demo. I should speak with the Oracle before leaving. I bet it's not all doom and gloom out there. There's probably a lot of beautiful flowers waiting to be discovered. I bet some of them will try to eat you. And... okay, let's explore across the bridge now.